your campaign came under attack twice in Katsina.
No, you know, there are several perspectives from which you can look at what happened there. One, of course, is that within the general context of widespread security breakdown in society, on which a state like Katsina is one of the hotbeds. There's nothing surprising to that extent that violence, it was a state that had been particularly prone to violence. You know, up to the violence was up to a degree that the governor had to openly ask his people to arm themselves individually, right, to defend themselves. That was the extent to which Katsina State has attained notoriety, you know, as a hotbed of violence. The other state is Zamfara. Both of them are unique in that respect. You know, security is the primary function of the state. It's a symptom of complete state failure. If the government there then say, no, I'm shifting this responsibility to you. But there's also the temptation to say that it was a backlash, you know, against the successful rally that we had in Kano the previous day, right? A lot of people were surprised. What happened in Kano took them by surprise. They have become captives of their own imagination that Kano is the stronghold of so and so. Nobody, if he goes there, is nobody. But the myth was exploded, you know, by the turnout at Kano, and it was organic and authentic. So, of course, there are some politicians of a particular bent of mind, you know, who are used to thuggery and violence, and who want to stop that momentum, you know. So I wouldn't put it past those kind of people to organize the kind of mob violence that we experienced there. But it wasn't as if that mob violence was, it did not overwhelm the campaign. We did that. We had nonetheless had a successful rally there. You know, a tumultuous welcome, both inside and out when we were going. And then even when Nigeria was relatively peaceful, that sort of incidents of people throwing stones at convoys has always been there. You know, in that, I remember Katsina particularly, you know, was Katsina and Kano. They are prone to, and these are young people. There are not many who do this kind of thing.
Does this?
No, it is the duty of the security agencies in Nigeria to protect and secure you and I. If I cannot go on my normal schedule of duty or walk around with freedom, which exercise my freedom, right to freedom, to assembly, to associate, that's not a problem for me to solve. It's a problem of the government of the day. There is a sad commentary on that when you can no longer protect your citizens. Now, especially those rallies, before you go to a rally, you inform the security agencies about that you are coming. And when you do that your part, it is their duty to give you adequate security and protection. So whatever happened in Katsina, the security agencies there, although I think they handled it well at the end of the day, but it is not for you, for me, you and I as citizens or political parties to circumscribe our freedom in order to say that we don't want to be, I don't see it that way. There's nothing there's no style to our campaign that should attract violence, I don't see anything. So we have no role to play, right, in preventing that kind of occurrence. You know, that we have no role to play in it. Today we are in Gombe. In the same way we have been to every place. So it's not in Gombe. Nobody stole the convoy or anything. This is not our duty to do. We did not offend anybody.
The Katsina State, and without making any inference, is the home state of the sitting president.
Yes, it is. And he has also experienced security attack there. The last attack on his convoy, I think, resulted in the death of 2 security men, or when they were shot. I'm not sure. But there was a report to that effect that his convoy was attacked. And even while he was there at another time, when he arrived at Katsina or Daura, the terrorists or bandits chose to make a point by going to a school, secondary or primary school, cutting away all the students there into the bush, to make that point that regardless of the presence of the president of the country, they were able to do that. So again, so you see the extent to what I'm saying. Who is better secure, or who should feel better secure than the president of the country? I remember when he was coming in saying that security is his first priority. Well, and he's right. I mean, the reason of the state, the first thing that you have to, of a state, the reason they tell of any state is the security. But under this government, we have witnessed, the aberration of the past 7 years, on which all these security crises keep blowing up all over the place.